How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail. Monday, 6 returns for you today. Our first one coming to us from, looks like Boise, Idaho. Hope everyone out there had a great weekend. Any of those NASCAR fans out there bummed out about yesterday's Daytona 500 being canceled, but of course being run today. We've got some questions back from somebody. And we've got, looks like, we got Mike Garman. Mike Garman, 9-year career, mostly with the Boston Red Sox, who drafted him 3rd overall in a 1967 draft. Cecil Cooper and Carlton Fisk on this card as well. And yes, Cecil Cooper will be next for $5, and then Carlton Fisk to finish off this rookie card. He answered just one question and one question only, his pet peeves. He said, no questions. So there you guys go, Mike Garman, not a questionnaire answer, although he did answer one of my questions. And no questions. Don't send this man questions. He will not answer them, but he will sign your card. Nice card from him. He's got a few other cards, I think, as well, but this was the only one I had of his. And, of course, I'm going to get all 3 of these guys to sign this card, so I'm going to stay tuned. More to come from this beautiful Red Sox Rookie Stars card back in 1972. It's going to look great when it's done. It's going to cost a little bit of money, but should be less than about $100. I think Carlton Fisk is not that much. I think he's $40 or $50. So there you guys go. Nice start to this week's Through the Mail Monday. Let's move on to return number 2. North Texas, Texas, right here for our second return of the day. And we've got in here, we've got more questions. These look like they're answered. Very nice. John Knox on a 75 Topps card. Oh, yeah, and I sent the 75-76 SSPC card with him and Maury Wills, and I remember asking him specifically, what's the deal with your photo with Maury Wills, because that is a super random card. Now signed by both men, the late Maury Wills as well as John Knox completed this card. Looks great. Maury Wills has the Paulie Walnuts hair going on. Very nice to get this back, as well as a 74 Topps Tigers team card, signed very nicely indeed. That card will be sent off to Mickey Stanley next as another Tiger to hopefully sign it. That'll make our 3rd signature. Just got these questions. And we've got, what do you think of the new rule changes in MLB? He says he loves them. His favorite teammate was Al Kaline and Gates Brown, both lifelong Tigers, I do believe. 4 to 5 TTM requests a month. That seems kind of light. And he says he has no pet peeves. He says, all good. Very nice. Let's find out, is there a story behind the photo with Maury Wills on the card I enclosed? I thought it was a strange but very cool combination. Thank you. He says he met him in 73 while out in L.A., was a friend, went to his house, etc. He was an announcer for NBC, came to New York. We were talking. Gentleman took picture, and I think he just said, I think that says neat. So there you guys go. If you guys were wondering why in the world there is a random card with John Knox and Maury Wills, it's there's your answer to it. So there you guys go. There's the card in question. Dual sign, very nice by John Knox. He answered all the questions. Super awesome return. And yes, I did tailor some of these questions to fit the player I'm sending them to. They're just not all 5 generic questions. So glad to get that answer back from John Knox. There's information. He is an awesome signer. Didn't George Culver said he gets like 30 or 40 requests a week? That seems a bit high for George Culver, and John Knox seems a bit low. So give John Knox some love. He's a great signer. He's got some nice cards out there. Let's move on to our 3rd return of the day. Brockton, Massachusetts for return number 3. And if I sound a little different today, I do have a bit of a cold. Apologize for that, but the show must go on. Regardless of how I sound, I don't sound very good to begin with, so maybe this is an improvement to some. And we've got Jim Lonborg back with a 1967 Cy Young Award-winning inscription on that card right there. Lonborg wins again. Very nice, including a 74 Topps card signed for the set. 15 years in the big, 7 years with the Boston Red Sox, including ending up in their Hall of Fame, as well as 7 years with the Philadelphia Phillies. There you guys go. I asked for that inscription. This was prior to my question sending spree, so I did not ask him questions. I sent most of my questions off in February. Of course, I got this back in January, so there's that. Nice return from him. 67 was his magical year. As I mentioned, he didn't win another Cy Young Award, which is fine, once more than most people get. Did not make another All-Star game, in fact, so not sure if injuries curtailed his career, but a nice long career. Just never reached the success he had in 67. Nice return from him. There you guys see my post-it mark, or my post-it note asking for a inscription, in case those wondered what I asked. There you go. Let's move on, guys, to return number 4. All right, guys, Phoenix, Arizona for return number 4 right there. We rip into this as I safely open up this envelope and do not rip the index card, which is unsigned. Again, no questions on this one. This is going to be Johnny James on a 1960 Topps card. Johnny James played in 1958 and 1960 and 1961 for the Yankees. He got into one game for the Yankees in 61 before finishing his career with the Angels. Got into 36 games with the Angels in 61 to finish off his career. Never made the majors past that. Spent some more time in the minors before retiring. Johnny James, 90 years young, signed a 1960 Topps card in 2024. That is pretty awesome. Those things still amaze me. It's a marvel that these guys are still around, still kicking around, still signing autographs. Looks great. There's information. Johnny James, what a great baseball name. Good little pitcher. Mostly a reliever for his time in the bigs as well as the minors. An awesome return. Moving right along, my friends, let's move on to return number 5. Oakland, California, return number 5, I do believe we're on. And we've got questions. We've got answered questions in here, it appears to me, from the small sampling I've gotten. We've got Kiko Garcia, another great baseball name. Kiko Garcia with a nice little 10-year career as a utility infielder, mostly for the Baltimore Orioles. Played third, second, short. Signed these cards very nicely. Kiko Garcia, who I got back not that long ago, had a few more cards of his. I thought I'd send him off and answer or ask him the questions. Let's see what he answered here. What do you think of the new rule changes in MLB? He says, some are okay. We need to get better umps. Amen. Who was your favorite teammates? Billy Smith on the Orioles. How many autograph requests do you typically receive each week or month? He said anywhere from 20 to 40 per week. Wow, he's got a lot of cards, so that's believable. I believe that. That's quite a bit. Is there something out there you would like those that request autographs to know? Pet peeves, annoyances. He said no more than 4 cards to sign. Hey, perfect. Do you still follow the game of baseball? Is there a team you root for? He says, at heart, a Giants/A's fan. So he's a Bay Area fan. Of course, he's in Oakland, home of MC Hammer and Too Short. And hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nailed it. Awesome return from Kiko Garcia. Awesome that he answered the questions as well. Nice to see these guys are still fans of the game. I don't know. I just have maybe a preconceived notion that these guys are just bitter and don't watch baseball anymore. But I'm glad to see these guys are still on top of it. Even answering questions about the rules and such, which I thought maybe wouldn't get that much of a response. So far, everyone that's answered questions has mentioned the rules, so pretty cool. Let's move on, guys, to our final return of this week's Through the Mail Monday. Let's do it. Santa Ana, California for our final return of this week's TTMM. Thanks, guys, for watching. Do this every single Monday. FYI, and we've got Tony La Russa here. This is actually a return from, I think, last year. I sent this off to spring training. Tony La Russa with the White Sox. No longer with the White Sox. Do not send to the White Sox. You will not get a response. They actually might forward it to him. I'm not sure how that works, but there's his information as far as the White Sox are concerned. You probably don't want to send it there, but he's a great signer, of course, 90% or so, whatever return rate, whatever I have down there, and he's got a nice little tiny signature. Very neat, very nice return from Tony La Russa. Nice to get this back. I got one with him and Roger Craig. I got to send it back to Tony because it was so smudged. I think I got to send it back. Roger Craig's signature on that card looks great, but I'm going to wipe off Tony La Russa's and send it back. So once I get a good address for him, you guys will be the second to know. White Sox still might be a good address, but your mileage may vary. And that is it, my friends. Tony La Russa to round out this week's Through the Mail Monday. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I do this every single week. Usually do a video or two throughout the week as well. My set update videos, which I did not do this weekend because I was just not feeling good. Actually, I recorded it. I just didn't. Sunday was a mess. And I didn't get to watch any racing either because it was all rained out. But it was my mother's 81st birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. 81 years young on Sunday, yesterday. Very happy to spend time with her and the family. So this weekend I'll have the 74 Topps video ready to go. And that should be fun. And, of course, next week I've got another TTMM video, and very excited. These questions I think are pretty awesome. I'll have to redo some questions and send some more out. I haven't sent any out since my February pile of send-offs I did, which was probably like 20 or 30 of them. So I'll have to do that. I make sure I got to do the little. I did a short video, a video short for YouTube, and I've yet to upload it. So I uploaded it once. It didn't go right, so I was going to edit it and do it again. I haven't done it yet. So I'll show you all my spring training send-offs in that little video I'm going to do. And that is it, my friends. Have a great week. Appreciate each and one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you all for clicking on this video and checking out my returns. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See ya.